So solving linear equations. How do we solve linear equations? Let us have these examples. For example, we are given this first linear equation, x plus 5 equals 2. We need to find the value of x that will make this equation a true statement. What we need to do first is to isolate the variable at the left side of the equation and the constants at the right side of the equation. So in this case, since we have the 5 as constant at the left side of the equation, we need to eliminate 5 here so that only x shall remain at the left side of the equation. So what we need to do now is just simply use subtraction property of equality. In this case, we need to subtract 5 here to eliminate the 5. And since we subtracted 5 at the left side, since this is an equation, we also need to subtract 5 at the right side of the equation. Since this is an equation, in order to maintain the balance in the equation, whatever you do to the left side of the equation is the same thing that you need to do at the right side of the equation. That's why, by applying the different properties of equality, in this case, we apply the subtraction property of equality so that we can subtract 5 minus 5. We can eliminate 5. This will be cancelled out, or this is equal to 0. So, this will become, we bring down x, and this will be cancelled out because this is equal to 0. So, we will have equals, then 2 minus 5 is negative 3. So therefore, given the equation x plus 5 equals 2, the value for x is therefore equal to negative 3. Let's try this another example. We have 3a plus 9 equals 15. The same thing we need to do, the same as with the first example. We need to isolate the variable at the left side of the equation and a constant at the right side. In this case, since we have the 9 here, we need to eliminate the 9. So since this is positive, we need to subtract 9 at the left side of the equation. And we will also subtract 9 at the right side of the equation. So therefore, this will become, we copy the 3a. Then this will be 0 equals. We copy the equals. Then 15 minus 9 is 6. Then, since we only need to solve for the variable a, we need to eliminate the 3. And since the operation between 3 and a is multiplication, so we need to use division property of equality. That's why we need to divide both sides of the equation by 3. In this case, we can cancel out the 3. What shall remain is a equals 6 divided by 3 is 2. So therefore, for the given equation, our a is equal to 2. Let's proceed to another example. Say 7 minus x is equal to 12. So we have the variable x here, and we have the constant 7. So to eliminate the 7, we need to subtract 7, and subtract 7 at the right side. So this will be cancelled out. What remains on the left side of the equation is the negative x equals 12 minus 7 is 5. Our variable should always be positive. In this case, this is negative, so to make it positive, we need to divide by negative 1 or multiply both sides of the equation by negative 1. So we will have negative 1, then we also have negative 1. So negative x divided by negative 1 is positive x is equal to 5 divided by negative 1 is negative 5. So therefore, x is equal to negative 5. Now, next example, we have 5y equals 20. We need to solve for the value of y. The operation between 5 and y is multiplication. So, we need to divide both sides of the equation by 5. This is also 5. Divide by 5, divide by 5. In this case, we can cancel out 5. What shall remain is y equals 20 divided by 5 is 4. So therefore, y is equal to 4. Okay. Next example. We are given this equation. 4y equals y plus 21. As you can see, we have the same variables at different sides of the equation. We have the 4y here, we also have the y here. So we need to isolate the variables at the left side so that only the constant shall be left at the right side. So therefore, to eliminate the y here, we need to subtract y here. And since we subtract y at the right side, we will also subtract y at the left side. So, 4y minus y, since y here is assumed to have a numerical coefficient 1, so we can subtract 4y minus 1y, that gives us 3y equals. Then, the y here minus y, this will be cancelled out, so what shall remain here is 21. To solve for y now, to eliminate the 3, we divide both sides by 3, divide here by 3. Then we cancel out the 3. What shall remain is y equals 7. Okay, another example. This time, we are given 3m minus 2 equals 2m plus 5. We isolate the m at the left side and the constant at the right side. In this case, we need to subtract here by 2m. Of course, we will also subtract by 2m. We will do this one by one. We will have first the variable. We will deal with the negative 2 later. So, 2m minus 2m is cancelled. This is 0. Then, 3m minus 2m is m, or 1m. Then we copy minus 2. We copy equals. Then we copy 5. This time we need to eliminate the 2 here so that only m shall remain at the left side of the equation. Since this is negative, to eliminate the negative 2, we need to use addition property of equality. So therefore, we need to add here by 2 so that we can cancel out the negative 2. Since we add 2 here, we will also add 2 at the right side. So therefore, we copy the m, and this will be cancelled out, and equals 5 plus 2 is 7. Therefore, our m is equal to 7. For example, we have a fraction. So what we need to do is that we can assume x to have a denominator 1. So therefore, we can rewrite this fraction as 3x over 5. We copy equals 3. Since every whole number is assumed to have denominator 1, so we'll assume 3 to have a denominator 1. We cross multiply. That gives us 3x times 1 is 3x equals 3 times 5 is 15. Equals 3 times 5 is 15. Then divide both sides by 3 to eliminate the 3. Divide here by 3. We cancel out the 3. What shall remain is x equals 15 divided by 3 is 5. So x therefore is equal to 5. Last example. The same concept earlier. We have 2 over 3x equals 4 over 5. So we assume denominator 1 to x. then we can rewrite this fraction as 2x over 3. Then we copy equals 4 over 5. Then we cross multiply. 2x times 5 is 10x equals 3 times 4 is 12. So we need to eliminate the 10. We have to divide both sides of the equation by 10. Divide by 10. This will be cancelled out. Your x therefore is equal to 12 by 10. We just simply reduce this one by dividing both the numerator and denominator by 2 over 2. So 12 divided by 2 is 6 over 10 divided by 2 is 5. So our answer is 6 over 5, or we can have 1 and 1 over 5. Both are correct. So we can have this answer, or we can also have this answer. Okay, that's it. Then again, if you are new to this channel, please do not forget to subscribe. Click that subscribe button and that bell button below so that you will be notified if there are new videos uploaded. Thank you and God bless.